Hey you guys, welcome back, and welcome if you're new. My name's Mandy, and today we are going over my top 5. There might be a bonus one in there, a couple extras, but my top 5 things that I track on a weekly basis in my planner. So if you haven't already, I'd love for you to subscribe and join me here. I have recently put out, or will be putting out, my top 5 monthly pages as well. So I hope that you will stay tuned for that, or check that out if I've already posted it, because I currently don't know if I'm posting, which one I'm posting first. But I wanted to share with you guys a more recent video of the top 5 things I'm tracking. And it may be similar to a video I've done years ago, but I thought it'd be fun to see how it is going in my current planner and what top 5 things I actually need in my planner. And I thought it was interesting as I was kind of like preparing a little bit for this video, because I want to be able to show you guys how I use the things that I'm, tracking or telling you that I love to track. And I've also recently done a video where I shared all, or I shouldn't say all, but most of my weekly spreads that I have in my shop. And many of these spreads, I've just made sure to have these things available to track on, it's like a catch-all. Everything is on there. I mean, not all of them, of course, but everything I love to track is on my weekly spreads. So let's go ahead and start with my daily events. So I definitely like to track my, what is going on in my life that day. It is not, let me see. I don't always flip to my monthly. My monthly is usually something else that I'm tracking, that I'm enjoying tracking, because I don't want to update my monthly, my weekly, and my calendar that's on my phone that I share digitally with my family. So I just use my digital calendar on my phone. And when I start the week, I usually write in what's going on that, on that day. And I need it visual, because as we go throughout our homeschool day, as I figure out what I need to do, if I'm going to even have time to do some of my things, this is like my category to-dos here for this. This was in March. I always have to figure out what's going on that day to see if I can even fit anything else in, basically. So this is one of the ways that I've been using almost like a teacher planner style or a lesson plan style. And I just have the different things that are going on in that day here. And then I made these my to-do lists, but that was very helpful as we went throughout our school day or our school week, things to do. I also used this. So this was when I'm trying to figure out, okay, do I want all these things? I love having just different areas. I don't like flipping too much, but I don't mind having, it's like I call them the little nooks of my planner. So when I made this, at one point, I used this for Monday through Friday, and I tracked what was going on that week every day. I wasn't doing that here because I didn't want to flip. I wanted it to be visual with my homeschool, because this is pretty much what I have it open to. But I have this planner that many of these things are going to be linked below in my Create Your Own Planner bundle. And if there is something that you don't see in the bundle, or that you I just need that one page, it's probably in my shop as well, and you can look under the category weekly spreads, or you can just ask me and I can try to just send that over to you, send the link over. But this is nice because I can keep track of what's going on in the day. I just didn't need it for this particular, sometimes I want to use all these planners and then I realize I didn't really need that one. And then it has Saturday and Sunday here. This is like a dashboard style planner, so I can put things here if I want. But I have to have a space for what's going on that day. So let me show you how April, again, I used this in April. So that was really successful for me. And currently my weekly has things up here. So everything that we have planned that day is up here in this little box. And I can go about my week, seeing what's going on, check the things off that we've gone to, like this one. And just it's just helpful as I go throughout my week, especially as we do homeschool. So that's the first thing that I track in my planner. The second thing I wanted to mention that I track in my planner is actual homeschool. So I have a page that has, I'm kind of messed up on this one, but that's okay because I started to put our events here and I was like, wait a second, I didn't actually set it up that way. So let me go back to, here we go. So here's my events this week, and then all of homeschool was here. So I'm able to track each of my children here. My daughter isn't part of it yet, but that's, you know, she's part of family. But here's all of our lessons, and I just like to be able to check off the things that I intentionally planned on doing. We could just open the book and go, but there's a lot of extra things here and there that I want to make sure that I get to and I don't forget. So I really love tracking my homeschool, and then especially like our history, science, and other, sometimes it's just like not always the same, so that's nice to track as well. So I always have a page or insert in my planner for homeschool. Usually it's opened up to the current week. With this one particular, this is my current week right now. This does not, but I can just flip it over and I have homeschool. I wasn't able to like print on here yet because I actually took this from my video that I made about the different weekly spreads that I have. And I just started like writing different notes. So this is kind of like what I would do normally, is put like a note page here or something. So then I'd have homeschool notes and my weekly with everything else on it that I'm about to show you what else I love tracking. So the other thing I track every single week is my movement plan. So I've done, let's see, daily events, homeschool. Okay, so I should say not just my movement plan, but my wellness logging. I have a whole different planner and I forgot to bring that up. I'm sorry, you guys, but I do have a video on it if you guys want to see it. It basically has a monthly, so I can log anything, you know, that happens. Or like say I started a new supplement, or I stopped one, or I tried something, you know, new, or I hurt my back or whatever. I log that on the monthly, but on the weekly, I just log my food. I mean, food is written all over the place on it. And I sometimes will be able to log how I feel. I'll log if, I mean, all the things. Anything, I have like a little like habit thing there just to go through. But I also, on my Catchall, so I know we're not like saying specifically Catchall, but in my actual daily life planner, not just my wellness, I log my movement plan. I like to make sure that I have it written out. I like to make sure that I can check it off. And I actually happen to have water here as well, because I make sure I drink my 3 40-ounce bottles of water every day. And I just like to have it planned out ahead of time as well. So when I think about moving, I don't go, what was I supposed to do today? And then I will procrastinate. I totally will procrastinate. So my movement plan is something that is part of my wellness logging that I love to track every single week. And it happens to be partially on here. As you can see, I love using my note page in case I don't have my wellness planner on me, and I can log what I ate that day or in that moment, so that way I don't forget and I can put it in my wellness planner. All right, so we've done daily events, homeschool, wellness logging / movement plan. The other thing that I definitely track, the fourth thing, is habits or routine checks. I more call them routine checks because they're not necessarily like habits. They're just something that I really want in my routine most days of the week. It's not that I have to do them every single day, but most days of the week. And on this one, I happen to have them down here at the bottom. I have walk, stretch, workout, my tea, my Bible time, and that's my morning chunk. I like to chunk them out as well. My afternoon, as you can see, like my afternoon and my evenings aren't as daily. I don't have to do them daily. I would like to get to them if I can, but they're not something that I have to do. So as you can see, like things I'm striving toward, and my evening as well. Let's see, let's look at some of my past ones. So this one, I actually had like a whole page set up for it, but I didn't end up needing that one because I had it here. This one's also fun. It's not separated, but This one's a fun one for me if I don't need it separated. I also had a little bit of one here. Yeah, as you can see, like I was kind of figuring out what I needed, what I didn't need in my planner. Let's see, I did try to use this. I used this one. And then coming into this current month, I'm really loving just having I used this planner like about a year or two ago, this spread, and I really like having them broken up like this. I also have this section here, which has been nice. I've dedicated that to mainly just like cleaning different things I wanted to clean on a daily basis in the house. So having one or a few of those is really important to me every week to track. So that's why it's on my top 5 list. Now, finally, the 5th thing that I like to have, or that I definitely have to be tracking every week, is some kind of to-dos. And it's not just like a to-do list, it's like category to-dos. So if you look back at my previous month, I had this spread that was basically like lesson planner style, but I used it mainly for events and different categories of to-do items. So here I had to do, like just in general, school and business, and I think I pretty much kept to that. Yep. And I would have like an ongoing list otherwise, like things that I didn't need to get to like right away. I'm trying to think. I think it was in the previous month. I would put that somewhere on, this is my monthly one, which I love. I love having a monthly one, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about weekly. Oh, I would have these ones. Like I would be like, this is something I have to get done this week. This is something that could get done, you know, soon, but I need to jot it down somewhere. So having just some kind of to-do category to do. So this current week that I'm filming this, I actually have a home and family one. I have a business one. And then I'm loving this weekly again, you guys. I'm going to use it again. I thought I'd try it out because it's been a while, and I'm really liking it, because I also don't keep everything to just 2 pages. I use probably 4 pages a week. But I love that I can have my little to-do list for the day as well. So that is, if you like having your to-do lists, but you need them like separated somehow, something like this is fun. And that is a top 5 item for me to have, as part of my weekly tracking system. Like I have to have something for tracking my to-dos and just jotting things down, whether I get to them or not. At least they're already categorized. So that is, that's it. That's my top 5 things I track on a weekly basis. So I track, let's see, daily events. I track my homeschool. I track wellness and movement. I track my habits or routine checks, and I track my to-dos in a category style. So I'm so curious what you guys have to track every single week. I'd love, love, love to know that. I probably have a planner for it in my shop. And if I don't, I'm so curious, because I'd love to like make sure that there's a way to track it on a catch-all. It's almost like fun for me to figure out how to fit all the things we like to track in one space. So that way you can just go to that space and make sure that you like have it all in your vision for the week, and that you're set up for a productive and intentional week. So let me know what you guys have to be tracking for your week that you just love so much. And again, if you are interested in any of these things or any of these inserts you saw, or the whole Create Your Planner bundle, it is linked down below. My shop's linked down below. Let me know if there's something that you love and just have to have. And find me on Instagram. I'm at Mandy_Chavez chapters, and I'm sharing so much of more of like my daily planning and stuff going on there. I love like interacting with you guys. So check it out there, and I'll see you guys for the next one. Have a wonderful, beautiful, blessed day. Bye, guys.